Hey guys, I'm back again with another layout with Coco Vanilla Studio No Limits Collection. I have these 3 photos that you see there of my son basically moving out on his own, and he graduated in May and spent some time working at home to save money, and now he is off on his own. So this is him with his loaded up U-Haul getting ready to move back down to Wilmington to the beach. And I'm documenting this with Coco Vanilla because I think it is the perfect collection, boy collection, for these photos. And I think the orange in the U-Haul really goes well with the papers in the collection as well. So for this design, I saw some inspiration on, it was either Instagram or YouTube, so I am somewhat scraplifting this from someone else. And gosh, I don't know if I have the name of the person, and I hate that. I'm so bad at keeping track of all of that. But this design is not my own. I mean, of course, I tweaked it and created my own out of it, but the original idea was from someone else, at least the design. So these are the 4 papers that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be putting them down as 4 vertical stripes of paper with just a little bit of white space showing in between. I ended up measuring my photos. I used 3 3x4 photos, so I cut the strips to approximately 9 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and get those adhered, and you'll see what happens next. I wanted to let you know that this collection is available at my little scrapbook store, and the link for the collection will be in the description box below. If you are a first-time shopper with my little scrapbook store, you can use my code. It is TISAREF, and that can save you 10% on your entire order. So that code will also be in the description box below. So definitely take advantage of that. So here's how I'm going to lay out my strips and my photos. And as you can see, the photos it's dark on dark because the photos are kind of dark, and then onto that dark paper. So to make the photos pop a little bit better, I'm going to back them in some white cardstock, just a small thin border, and then we'll go ahead and place that right back where I had it before. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance because I was recording this, and I was recording while I was chatting with some friends on Zoom, and my phone dies during the recording. So the process is going to get cut off, and I really apologize for that. But just please stay tuned for the photos at the end, and you'll be able to see the finished product. I almost thought about not posting this, but I do feel like you're getting enough of the design that it might be worth watching anyway. So we'll get these laid down. I'm going to be doing 3 embellishment clusters on this layout, and I'm going to have 1 to the upper right corner, 1 just below the photos, and 1 right below or beside the title. So you'll see that here shortly. And to make like a base layer for my embellishment clusters, I am pulling out an old Studio Calico stamp, which is kind of like it's a circle stamp that kind of looks like a bullseye in a way, or like a graph type print on it. Hopefully that part did get recorded. So you can see the word down there, adventure. I'm going to work on the title, and at first I think I'm going to put your big adventure, but I end up changing that because I was struggling with that space that's to the right of big. Like I kept feeling like something needed to be there. So I ended up changing that to hashtag big adventure. You can see I'm trying to figure out how I want to put an embellishment cluster to the upper right, because I do feel like I need something there to stop my eye from going off the page. And that's kind of what my thought process is and why I want something there. I was going to back that star and put that up there, but I end up not doing that. On the bottom right cluster, I'm going to use just a few ephemera pieces and layer those up. And I really love that little cluster there to the bottom. I think it turned out super cute. Okay, so now I decide I need a little texture. So I'm using this background stamp and I'm inking it up with some Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink. And I'm just going to add a little bit of stamping there right to the right and along the bottom, and then a little bit on the left. And this is just, I don't know why I did this, but I'm really trying to incorporate stamping in my layouts a lot more. And I just felt like something else was needed down here. It just seems so stark white. And with this being a boy layout, I think it's easy to add a little bit of this grungy type of look to a layout. So I love how that worked. And then I'll go ahead and lay my title out over, go ahead and overlap some of that stamping. So I hope you are all enjoying your spring. Finally getting to some nice weather here in North Carolina. I mean, we've had pretty good weather all along, but it's really getting nice now. Here is that stamping. You can see I stamped that circle. I'm going to fussy cut it and then cut it in half. And that's where you're going to see me use 2 of those pieces to put down embellishments on top of. This is just a nice staple stamp to have in my stash. And when I say I've had it for years, probably 15 years or so, I'm guessing. So there's where that top cluster is going to be. And I was thinking I was going to put the other one there to the right, but I like that little bit of a triangle design. If I put it to the bottom left, it does help your eye move around the page a little bit more. And so I do end up leaving it down there on the bottom left. And I'm going to embellish that bottom left with some stars and then some of the word stickers that say, reach for the stars, the sky's the limit, and heck to the yeah. So I'm not sure if you're going to see that in this video, so that's why I'm just telling you ahead of time what is going down there. Here I'm kind of auditioning some pieces here. I end up not using that chipboard star at the top, but I do use stars, but I'm going to bring in that rocket ship, like a rocket ship ephemera piece. It may seem a little juvenile for this page, but I think it helps tell the story. Like, he's taking off. He's starting a new flight. So I kind of feel like that ephemera worked out really well. I backed my entire photo strip with some double-sided adhesive. Oh my gosh, there is an amazing double-sided adhesive roll at my little scrapbook store. I think it's from Pink Fresh Studio. I cannot remember the name of the company, but I will link it below, guys. It is about 4 inches wide, and you can cut it at whatever length you want. So I cut this piece at like 4 by 8 inches, and it's amazing. So check that out in the link below as well. Okay, so I'm getting my clusters started, and let's see. It's going to come together really quickly, and I think here shortly we are going to get cut off. And again, I'm so sorry about that, but stay tuned to the end so that you can see how the layout turned out. I am really happy with it. I love the colors in this collection. I love her pack of title words too. I love that you can mix and match those words together to create whatever title you need. And I just think that's a brilliant idea. And so far, Zoe's been the only one that I have seen who has come up with that type of design or idea. Here is the final layout with some close-up shots for you. There's that rocket ship. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that it got cut off. But I would love for you to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and definitely check out my little scrapbook store. The link will be in the description box. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.